Hey, this is Glendon with the next installment of the Hustler's Mindset. The title of this ditty: storage auctions, picking, flea markets, garage sales, estate sales, the reseller hustle. Everyone talks about all these things as if they're separate. You go to storage auctions and it's radically different from picking, and you go to picking and it's radically different from estate sales, when the core component of all this is it's a way for you to source inventory. And a lot of people are kind of getting hung up on this, and they're kind of like, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Part of the problem is your mindset. I did a video where I was talking about when I first started, people were like, keep your day job, you won't make any money, you never know with storage auctions. That's a loser mindset right there. I treated it as if it was a business and I could make good money, and it happened. How you approach something is very indicative of how it's going to end up. If you're not making the money that you want to make with your storage auctions, your estate sale, garage sale, picking, or going to the flea markets, you really have to look at the man or the woman in the mirror. Because this is what I'm seeing. Everybody wants it simple and easy. And since we grew up in the United States of America, if it's too hard, there's got to be an angle. There's something wrong, because it's supposed to be just like that. Let me tell you something. For you to come in this business and within 2 years be doing really good, it's pretty remarkable. There's a reason that a lot of people are not making money. Aside from the mania of people going out, there's got to be a gold bar in that unit. I don't care if I see that stack of shit over there. There's some gold under it. I think we're going to get to a point early next year, first quarter, where some of that's going to die down, because there are too many people who are watching the television shows and thinking that they're going to go out and buy 1, 2, 3 units, make 30 grand and pay off all their bills, and then go to Tahiti for the weekend. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, what may happen is you get in the business and you work your ass off. You can pay those bills off in 4 or 5 years. Now, that could happen. That's reality, but no, it's too long. I need to do this in 30 days because I got some shit I need to do. Like, really? Oh, really? Seriously. So this is the thing. You have to change your mindset. I've got some stuff that's coming that I'm going to do to help people, because I was having a conversation the other night with someone, and I think many of you are extremely intelligent. I think many of you have all the tools you need to be successful, but there's one thing missing. One critical thing, and I call it the it factor. The it factor is that thing that will make you get your ass out of your warm bed at 5:30 in the morning, head out in 30-degree or below weather to go to an auction across town on a hunch. That's the it factor. That chutzpah, that mojo, whatever. And I didn't always have it. I used to be a lazy do-nothing type of guy. I mean, seriously, my lazy do-nothing side would just get the best of me every day. And then one day I got sick and tired of my life being the way it was, and I facilitated change. And it was not an overnight process. This happened over many years. So we're going to discuss, how do you get that fire in your belly? Because, I get a lot of stuff that's like, oh, you make a lot of money, I don't do this for the money. I have 301 videos up. Most people peter out around 30, 60, and then they run out of material. If I was just doing this for the money, I would have stopped a long time ago. I have videos that don't get hits, nobody looks at. People like, I hate it. But I love doing this shit, so I do it. And the thing is, I was doing this frequently, weekly, before I got paid. Way before I started getting paid for it. There's a lesson in there. Capacity comes in advance of the money. You have to put out and put out and put out and put out and put out before you start raking in. And many of you are doing this. You're sticking this to toe. You're putting the toe in the, oh, it's cold. And that is your total effort. I have some guys who've been at this for a year who are doing better than some of the veterans I know here in Georgia. 1 year. But they treat it as a business, they work it hard, and they work it every day. And a few of them caught on to some of my other techniques so well that they don't even go to storage auctions and they're making the grip. It's how you do the damn thing. So we're going to talk about that stuff, because I don't care if you're going to storage auctions, I don't care if you're picking, I don't care if you grow out. The more that you do it, the more that you put out, the more money you're going to make. Now let's talk about something else that's really tripping up most of you. Have you identified your most valuable commodity? I'm waiting. I mean, seriously, what is your most valuable commodity? What? Intelligence? Oh, money? I'm just serious. Some of you know, and some of you are going like, if it's not intelligence, it's not money, it's not my good looks, it's not my connections, it's none of that. None of that stuff. Your most valuable commodity is time. We all are granted 24 hours in this day. Nobody gets 26, no one gets 30, no one gets, and you don't get shortchanged, you don't get 23 and a half, you don't get 21. You get 24 hours per day. You have people who build empires with their 24 hours, and you have other folks who live lives of lonely desperation. It is about what you do with that most precious commodity that you have. That is the difference between being mediocre, okay, and successful. What do you do with your 24? Now, tying all this in, I'm going to give you my overview when I jumped into business. There was flea markets and there was garage sales. And I did all of that stuff. But I didn't start making money until I put it together in a nice little package, because I read a lot of comments online. And I see this frequently. This is a good part-time occupation. This is a good sideline. This is a good occasional way to bring in a little cheddar every now and then. And I look at some of the posts and I look at the people, and anytime that you are half immersed in anything, whether it's storage auctions, it's a relationship, it's a business, your family, you're going to yield janky results. Like I said, it's not the economy. It's not what's going on in Afghanistan. It's you. And until you start to say, I will pay the price to be free. Because understand, there's a heavy, heavy, heavy cost to being free. There's a very heavy cost to being in total control of your life. Big cost. Because you get all the good and you get all the bad. And a lot of people don't want that bad, because you seem like, no, I'm going to run from the bad. No, I don't want the bad. No. There's no joy without pain. You can't get to your highest of highs until you go to your lowest of lows. It's not going to happen, because this is, say you're here, then you jump up here. You would think most people would be happy. Most people are like, man, I'm blessed, I'm good. No, because it happened, and because your perspective is so thin, it's like really, really thin, you get up there and you get bored. And you start doing stupid shit like drugs, messing with the wrong people, because you don't have enough perspective to realize how good you have it, so you destroy it. We see it with movie stars, we see it with all types of people. And going back to like the common person, how many times have you seen someone, male or female, this great person enters their life and they do everything under the sun to fuck it up? They start fights because they got bored. They didn't know how good it was until it was gone. because that's what a thin perspective will do for you. That's what I'm telling you. There's loads and loads of opportunity out there, whatever pathway you want to walk on. Whether you want to be a storage auction buyer, whether you want to be a picker, whether you want to be, there's money. I make money in all of them. And I'm not talking about good part-time money. I'm talking about money to pay the bills where I can live type money. There's a huge difference between making an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 a month and making thousands. It's the mental aspect of it all. And what we're going to do going forward, because I got some stuff, because I'm back. We're going to break off some stuff, because I'm about to go off in some areas that no one else even talks about. I may have been gone for a minute, but I kept my ear to the ground, and I was very well aware of many things that were going on. And all these shinksters, hustlers, and snake oil salespeople, it's funny, because I'm going to call some people out. Because there's something I've been wanting to address for months, but I hadn't had a chance. And they want me to talk to them, so I'm going to talk to them, but they're not really ready for the response, because anyone that's watched this channel for any period of time knows how I get down. And then the way that I get down, they rub some people the wrong way. But at this juncture in my life, I much rather be respected than liked. I don't care about that liking shit. You know what? You don't like me? Fine. Cool. Whatever. Because I bring something that very few people on YouTube and the internet ever bring. I tell you the truth. There's no one else that can make those claims because they're too busy trying to coat the dirt with syrup and sugar and slide it down your throat and hope you don't realize it's dirt until you get indigestion. You know, I never lied to you and said this shit was easy. Not once. None of it's easy. It's doable. And as you build your capacity, it becomes easy to you because you now have a perspective. See, it was like this, now it's like this. Because when I sell some stuff on Craigslist in a week and I flip a few items and I net $800 to $1,500 profit in a week, I am thrilled. I am happy because my perspective says I've made twice to three times what the average person makes working 55 hours a week. Yeah, because see, when you go to work, that time you're in your car, you're actually at work because you're not doing what you want to do. So it's not just those 8.5 hours you spend at the job. It's that 30 to hour-long drive that you spend going and bringing your ass back. That's all time away from your family and what you want to do. See, I understand because one of the worst jobs I ever had was going through a landfill and you had to pick out certain items that were against EPA regulations. Yeah, walking in a landfill with a bag and a stick, picking up literally shit in the hot Georgia sun because I was only prepared to do certain jobs at that point in my life. That was it. That was all I was good for. And until you prepare yourself for more money, this is where you're going to be. Until you prepare yourself for more money, this is where you're going to be. If this is where you are, think about what have you given the world? What have you brought to the world that is valuable? I am sick and tired of all these people who sit at home and who do nothing and say nothing and contribute nothing but expect millions. You must work hard whatever you do. You have to. So that's the deal. Whatever method of gaining inventory that you pick, your goal is to be the best at it that you can be. Be the best of the best, and the money will come. It's not going to come being the mediocre or the okay of the okay. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get okay results, mediocre results, because you're not giving your best. And I can tell, because y'all thought I was blunt before. Just wait what's coming, because I'm about to cut a fool. I'm about to have some fun, but I'm also going to straighten out some stuff. So that's the deal. Remember, you must work hard. All right, this is Glendon with the Hustler's Mind.